Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Help Will Come Tomorrow. This series was so well received, and we did actually just manage to finish off, God, was it 10 episodes? It was a nice round number like that, but had an abrupt end to the previous play. You'll be happy to hear that I plan on starting up a new one here today. I'm going to sit down and batch out another 5 episodes. This is sort of how I'm going to be operating on the channel at the moment. Pretty much I like to put out, a new game every day just to sort of signal boost. That's the whole point of this platform in the first place for me. And I'm digging some older stuff out as well. And then beyond that, if things sort of manage to grab a little bit of traction and momentum, I'm doing like 5 episode little mini-series blocks, and then we can sort of test and adjust accordingly. So this is still going strong. 10 episodes in, very well received, and that's wonderful to see. And so we're going to do another 5. And then beyond that, there's no reason why we can't do more episodes if it still has momentum. I figure if I be honest with you from the beginning and straight up, and you sort of just, you know how it works, and, well, honest for the sake of honesty. Anyway, new game. We learnt a lot. We're going to go Survivor, which is the optimally balanced experience, apparently. Yet, no, we will overwrite, because that last game is basically forfeit. Well, it did finish. It did actually finish. Oh, geez Louise. You know what? To be honest, we can probably skip this. If only because if you're watching this, you're probably watching this straight on the back of the previous episode. So there's no need for a refresher. Well, we recognise some of these blokes. Vardam, I believe it's pronounced, who I absolutely hate. I like this dude. They're going to clash like crazy. They're opposite sides of a coin. And then we've got Sir Edward, was it? He's a bit of a sookie lala. And this is a new Sheila. I don't know who she is. We barely escaped death. Did you hear the shots? Yeah, I think they actually say the exact same stuff on the intro. Describing the mechanics. No. We should be alright. I've got a vague idea of what's going on. Alright, cool. So let's have a look. Morale's good. Visibility. We've got to be careful. It seems like we can get insta-killed if we let that visibility go up, which I think is, if that's what it is, if this is actually a dice roll against insta-killing, let me just go ahead and say that's a terrible gameplay mechanic from any game at all. It doesn't matter whether it's this game or whatever. That's just not clever. A random chance of failing. Let's assess what we've got. Okay, he's a bit thirsty and we've got 1 water, so you can have it, sir. We don't have any food. I think one of the first things, even though we can do building and campfire and all that sort of stuff, and that would be wonderful, but I think the first thing we want is food. This is probably worth looking at as well. Okay. So we're gonna, I wonder if that's random who's injured. Does he always, I think he always does have a busted ankle, maybe. Not certain. What's going on here? Oh. Oh. Is this new? That seems like something they've patched in. Look at that. Frost after night. I'd be curious, see how it's predicting the debuffs that they're all going to get because of the cold. I'd be curious if that actually takes the campfire into consideration as well. Oh, actually, you know what we might even do? I think even uncovering stuff may... It gives us some sort of resources. I can't remember. Can we get food out of it? We can get branches. Rocks. Oh, rocks are so good. Sticks. Mushrooms. Alright, we got some mushrooms. Okay, so we don't necessarily need to go on an exploration just yet. I'm more interested in... We've got some mushrooms, so you can have that. Alright, well that's cool. What can we do here? If you don't restrain the foot with a limb brace after a few days... character will start to limp permanently. Alright, well, we need to look at this quarantine point. Miss, we'll get you to unsnow. I've got some roots to chew on. Clay. That's big. We needed that for something. Something at the campfire. And I haven't found clay yet. I'm assuming we'd give a shovel to our little away teams. And that would help out. But I can't be certain. Indigestion. Let's try and get this. We'll try and get the fire going. Build. Actually have to build the campfire. Okay. If we can help it, we want to make it solid. But there's no guarantee that that's gonna happen. Okay, that's good. Let's do that. The makeshift one gives you lower credit. But I don't really... Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna stick with going makeshift. Because credit's not what killed us in the last game. Like, we have to triage which mechanics we're going to pay more attention to. Credit's not one of them. We can intermittently repair it. There's a good chance someone in here is going to be one of those skills that enjoys repairing stuff, or whatever it was. Let's probably put old Bung Ankles McGee in there. These blokes will hate each other. Yeah. -5. Okay, we can work with that. Alright, so we're going to make the campfire. Perfectionist. Quality of the construction is higher. Morale increases when making solid structures. Great. So we can't... So he's the exact opposite of my strategy. We don't want him making... Oh my god. There is a small chance that any action will fail. So she's incompetent. Oh, great. We probably want to send her on expeditions as much as possible. Maybe him as well. Seeing as I'm probably going to build makeshift stuff as much as possible. Just to save on materials. Because we need to build... Look at this. That's what we've been looking for. Clay. Oh my god. That might make a big difference. But I'm more interested... Now the fraternization... Again... I don't care about their morale so much, because morale's not what killed us last time. Morale's nice, but it's not enough. Alright, so let's see. If I add some fuel, let's use pine cones. Frost after night. Alright. Or let's maybe use the needles. Perfect! That's changed. Wadham is increased there. Right, that's cool. That's a scale that we didn't really have before. Sticks, I want to avoid using them if I can help it. Let's have a look at the food situation. Wadham, you can eat a root, mate. Oh, he's got indigestion, which is fantastic. Oh, I didn't realise he was hungry also. Let's see. We might... I need to unsnow everything anyway, so I'm not super worried. You can do that. Okay, cool. Some good building mats there. Some more clay. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. But what I really wanted was a bit of food, to be perfectly honest. Rocks. Pine cone will be good for the fire. I can't believe the clay thing. They must have patched it. Remember, I played it probably technically in a pre-launch build, actually. She's incompetent. We want to use her as little as possible. We can use him for that, because it's not in construction. Bark? Okay. Okay, that's... Alright, so we've unsnowed everything. I want food if I could help it. I only need a little bit. Just enough to sort of feed him, basically. Oh, we can't expedition in the first day anyway. I forget that every time. I think I did that last time. Okay. Let's look at... solid bed. Oh, we need to split his injury. Alright, let's start with this. Pine needles. Well, we can't do it anyway. Okay, that's fine. Potentially this as well, because we can get a windbreaker component going as well. Cool, let's do that. Makeshift. Try and keep incompetent chick off of that. Okay, these two. God, they really don't like each other, do they? Provides everyone in the camp with wind protection. That's what we want. Let's go. Yeah, I want to... That's cool that we now have a visual indicator as to the frost level, so we can try and combat that. Look at that, perfect. That's so good. We could even walk back the fire a bit if we wanted. It's too late. I'm happy just having it at that. She's not injured or anything. She's in a good way, actually. But I believe, even if we wanted to build the water filter, we're going to need one of those. Fraternization. Repair might be the go here, actually. I don't know what else I could do. I can't build anything. I could keep her action point, but the repair couldn't hurt. I know she's incompetent. Not enough character AP. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna give it a burl. Nice. Look at that. It's gone up a bit. That's good. I don't think it actually... Like, Dead in Vinland, which we're playing through as well on the channel, it actually affects the quality of the work. This doesn't. This is simply, I think if it bottoms out, it has a snow collapse event that you have to dig it back out. So obviously you don't ever want it to hit 0, but you... Dead in Vinland, for example, because I can only compare those two because they're similar games. You are encouraged to keep it in the high end, whereas this is just don't have it low. Which makes more sense. This is more miserable survival. Now, good for frayed nerves. Vodka. Look, to be perfectly honest, the morale across the board's pretty good. So I'm just going to hold on to the old cigarettes. Alright, that's enough for one day. I think we're out of action points. Yeah, I think we've done alright for the first day. I cannot get over the game changer that is this frost meter. Sir Edward's intro. Let's go Sir Edward. We've spoken to him before. Bloody hell, what an adventure. So he loves to talk about his little expeditions that he's gone through. Have you been in many rail disasters? Grey. Edward Grey. So he's a very... I like him. He's a big chirpy boy. He gets a lot of merit early on from his being a braggart. But I think people start to hate him later. Anna's introduction. I'm cold, get me out of here. Maybe you'd like some caviar. I beg your pardon. Of course, easy miss. A bit of humour would do no harm in this situation. Okay. Humour, I'm frozen to the bone. Please do something. My poor Fiera. She would bring me my fur now, and she would brew chai with Arak. Oh wow, this chick is super high society. This should be interesting, actually, sitting next to this bloke. They will hate each other. But those butchers, oh my poor Viera, and Aunt Nastka. Crying won't bring them back to life. You should worry about yourself now. Right? Why did we leave St. Petersburg? We should have stayed at the estate of Prince Uchansky. Oh, Auntie, I should have accepted his proposal. Oh well. Okay. So I think it's easy gains on the interpersonal stuff early, because they're just getting to know each other. But this is going to be an absolute boiling pot. Yeah, he's going to upset everyone. He's definitely going to upset... Yeah, they're all going to hate each other's guts. I'm excited. Starveling. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that must be random, because Vardam... Oh no. Vardam's had it before, but I don't know if he's had it before. I actually think these traits are random. But that's no good that we got 2 blokes that really need to eat more. But no one's... Well, hang on. How are you shivering? The game told me you wouldn't be. Lies. Alright, that's okay. It's still a better guide than nothing. God damn. Alright. We need food immediately. We're gonna go on an expedition. Now apparently there's a return to camp button. So you don't have to go walking through all the hexes. And I think searching the same place twice isn't super advantageous either. I know I'm getting a lot of feedback from you guys, and I do appreciate it. But I also think I'm like the only sort of YouTuber really leading the charge on this game too. So a lot of speculation for us to try and work out. I might send her because she's incompetent. And I'll send him because we could use the extra action points, right? Alright. So I believe, yeah, it uses up 1 each to take, but we can... Yeah, but then we've got 3 to mitigate loss. Getting lost. Insignificant. We should probably hit an insignificant zone first, right? Glade with toadstools. Let's give it a search. Yeah, return to camp. I don't think that button... Check my playthrough. But it might not have been in the version I was playing. I'm not sure. I'm happy to concede that I'm wrong. Look at all that. Alright, but it's been suggested that we sort of move along. The danger level changes, right? Alright, did we just lose a bloody action point? We did. Okay, that's alright. Let's search. Nice. Look at that. What a haul. What we got here? Easy, easy, average. Let's just keep cutting laps for the moment. Search. Nice. Okay, cool. We're basically just on the prowl for bits and bobs. Let's hit insignificant over here. 0 to 2 to mitigate it. Okay. Search. What we got here? Risky, easy. Look at that. We're just going to cut a big round lap. Search. Oh, nice. Look at this full inventory. You know what? I think on that we'll return to camp. That's cool that they... Okay, cool. I didn't realize that button was there. Wow, what a... That first haul, man. That is something else. Alright. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I'm gonna double check this pot upgrade. Pot makes it possible to cook delicious dishes of meat, vegetables, and water and herbs. That's so good. I think we should take the boon that is a little bit of extra clay. Scrap metal, you say? Yeah, we could just use a clay on that. I don't know what else we need clay for, to be honest. That's for the solid version. We put him in. No, we'll just make the makeshift look. Is that an increase or a drop? It's actually a drop. That's crazy if it is. Here you go, we use the 1 sheet metal. Yeah. Well, no, we don't want to put him in because he's stuck up about it. I think this is the move. Let's watch and see if that drops. dependent. When this character performs a given type of action first, they lose morale. Oh. Has a chance to avoid a negative event during the expedition. Okay, so he's our explorer. Alright, so that did drop. So making the makeshift one dropped its health. That's interesting. Okay. That's okay. I'm still trying to figure it out, you know, like... There is potentially a world where we only build makeshift things, but because of that constant decay, and I believe these just decay over time, yeah, now I'm starting to turn my mind on the building solid ones. What's this new building here? The grill. Nice. What's that take? Okay. Alright, grilled food. This is normal. This is normal stuff. Cooked food. What do we got here? Meat. Alright. Stew. Soup. We can make soup from vegetables. Alright, here we go. Look at this. This is how we deal with these indigestible foods. Herb. Okay. What's the difference there? That's a 4. Oh, it was 4 water as well. Oh, and only 1 of each? Ah. Herbal tea. Great for colds and indigestion. That's good. Hang on, what did this say? Improves digestion and increases morale. Increases morale and reduces cold. Hot blueberry extract is good for colds and indigestion. Scrambled eggs. Well, I don't think we're going to find any bloody eggs around here. Okay, that's pretty big. Making these. One thing we're going to need is water. So we need to make this water filter. Materials. Rag is fine. Wait, solid. Oh, there you go. Hang on. 1 rag will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pips. Let's use the needles. Solid. We'll put you in. Yeah. Oh no, we'll put Wadam in. They do not like each other. That's less terrible. Yeah, because he gets a bonus for the solid thing. Cool. Alright. Survivalists. That's so good. Alright. So we've got 2 survivalists. It's interesting. I was going to send incompetent Shaz out there, but now that we've got the survivalists, that makes a big difference. Get the larger water filter. Let's not worry about that too much. I'll put him on the filter. Yeah, so we just get the 3. So does it only make 1 soup? Is that it? Fire level. We need to increase that. Hang on. Oops. Oops. I'll put the pine cones. I think they serve purely as fuel. I don't think we're going to be able to build anything to stop the frost, so... Can we warm it up enough to get her back in the game? Maybe. Come on. There we go, right? That's what we want to see. As much as I would like to brew up, cook up stuff, that water needs to go towards being drunk by these people. Oh, whoops, I gotta put it on him, sorry. We do have another action point. Right, so these aren't going to be cornerstone diets. These are actually going to be used more for their debuffs, right? Reduce cold, the herbal tea for morale, that sort of stuff. They just use up too much, I think. Actually, we'll take stock of those recipes. Right, so that's meat. Which, alright, herbs are roots and mushrooms. Vegetables are also roots and mushrooms, right? And we can make berries into a fruit tea, which is good for indigestion. Right, so if at all possible, we should eat other stuff. Like bugs. Or even these psychedelic mushrooms. Jesus. Well, do they sleep it off after overnight? I think they do. Right? So let's just pump Vardim full of psychedelics. You know how it is. There's a good chance of failing any action, but there's an increase in morale. I should have checked the morale first, actually. You can just... Actually... Maybe there's benefit from everyone hallucinating. God, I can't believe I'm saying that. Well, his morale's low as anything. Oh, she's still got an action too. Oh, I didn't even realize that. That might change things. We could build something. Well, I mean, I kind of want the water. Like, I don't think this water's going to go far enough. Like, let's give him some water. Yeah, like... Yeah. Okay, so we're going to cook some water. Action, and then I don't know what we'll do with the other action point. We'll see. Short attention span. When this character performs the same action the second or third time on a given day, they reduce morale. Oh, okay. That's cool. We'll have to keep an eye on that one. Alright, we're good for water. Let's see. Starvation. Let's start feeding him some bugs. Well, okay, so he's not going to take any more actions, so yeah, I reckon let's get hallucinating. Might as well take the morale boost, you know? Well, he didn't even flinch, he was like, whatever. Probably eat the moss. Yeah, we're giving everyone indigestion, but... Poisonous mushroom. I mean, it gives you a lot of food. Let's cross that bridge when we get to it. He's good for food. Your turn, miss. Yuck. Yeah, I know. Nausea. Yeah. Dare I give him the poisonous mushroom? Let's do it. Alright, so it gives him nausea. Can get rid of it with some drinks. Right. Alright, at least we're... Oh no, he needs food as well. Oh geez, what's this? Poisoned! Loses health every night and might die after a few days. You can cure the poison with an antidote. Okay, shit. I didn't realise that was a thing. Okay, note to self, no more poison mushrooms. And I don't think we have enough water to make cooked food, was it? Yeah. Yeah, I think they all need a fair bit of water. So we're going to chuck her on the filter and take this moment to get a bit more water. Cool. Frost change, nice. Everything's square. We'll advance the day. Bit of a slightly longer first episode, as I'm pretty sure the save state only happens on the next day. Let's get everyone's intros out of the way. We've seen them before. This dude yells and screams about he wants everyone to be soldiers and that sort of stuff. I protest. But everyone's like, okay, he's sharing. Comrades in misery. Get out of here. Socialist. Yuck. Okay. Alright, let's go. That's too much. Right. We'll skip this. Oh my goodness. See now, look. Freezing. I can only trust that thing so much. You know? Interesting. Alright team, first episode in the bag. Thanks again for joining me. Like I said, I'll endeavour to do a big block of these and put them out as demand requires it. It doesn't mean demand it of me, I meant more like popularity. Alright guys, might just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you on the next one.